All right, this is the first test. Um, excuse me as I just modify a few things. First test in the work studio. It's a bit close quarters, but we're good to go for broadcast. My wife has installed some nice curtains here. And so all I'm doing is I'd gone to broadcast and I noticed that I needed this backdrop if I wanted to broadcast from my main work machine. And there it is. We've got brown. We're going to try some chroma keying to see if I can do live replacement. And I have opened up, it's downloading the effects. As well, I have the control room. You can't see any of what I'm doing, but I'm walking you through with my voice. Control room is not going to give us, it's all going to be under effects. Back to effects. So I have headwear. My sweatband. Is there anything that looks good as headwear? I think I've got my halo going on. Yeah, I'll get caught up with it. That looks horrible. You can't see a lot of these. You can tell it's party time. This is an old standby. This is, I was going to say this is Sparta, but that's kind of alien. All right, we're going to wear a pirate hat for a moment as you test out the different effects, because I know at one point, here we go, some eyewear. Well, I guess more appropriately, the patch on the eye. You can do both. Head tracking, is it better with my glasses off? Yeah, a little bit, but not too bad. These kind of effects are always in a throwaway. Facial hair. There we go. SpongeBob. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. A prop. I've never tried that. Okay, we've got a cake as a prop. Sounds. This is what we're getting into. Okay. You have 5 seconds to answer that question. Okay. I've got a lot of things making sense here. Ka-ching! Oh, that sounded horrible. Pause for we have the quick. Oh, here's what I've been looking for. Awesome. Backgrounds experimental. This is what I was looking for. I'm going to the beach. Ooh, so you can see some of the flaws. Obviously, I've got the. I'm going to move my light. Oh, see what's happening. It's washing me out. I'm going to turn off my light. It's all about playing with how is Google going to decide what is the background, what is not. Now, I'm going to clear off this head. I'm going to hit remove all effects. Good. I think I can work with this pretty well because, and this is, I mean, you could remove the background. This is especially when you're planning it with recording, right? I'd hang up a blue sheet. Or I don't have a green sheet on hand, but ideal, right? I've done lots of green screen stuff before. As long as it is a different tone, yeah, I didn't choose probably the best shirt for this because it's dark gray with some brown in it, and I've got brown curtains in the background. Depending on the lighting, we can't really make it easy to pop out the difference. between what's foreground and what's background. You can do some custom masking in post, but we're live. We're on a Google Plus Live Hangout, and I noticed that the background that is chosen. Now, the way that auto choosing works has a lot to do, and it's probably gotten a little more complex than this, but it's usually the top left-hand pixel. That's the way old auto masking would work. It would say, take the top left-hand pixel, whatever that color is got to be the background, and then compare pixels tonally from that. Now we've got a auto adjust background is on auto adjust. I'm going to take that off. Now I've freed up the slider, and see now it's trying to make less error. The reason for that movement, that's probably more so the refresh going on. You probably, if you can't hear birds out the window, I've got the window open. There is a breeze outside, but it's not. Oh no, I've got two windows open, and I can see the background moving just a slight bit. Which means that the next broadcast I do, where I go ahead and choose my shirt more appropriately, do whatever I can to make the contrast a little higher, I will close both windows so the curtain is not moving, or I'll mix this with some sort of animated fire to make it look like I'm in real trouble here. Okay, we've got the brick. I like the contrast there. We can see what's going on. There we go. Background adjust. So this is the lowest it can go. Tightest control. This is going to make me a little ghosty, maybe. There goes my shirt. My forehead goes pretty quick too, but that's because it's being burned out by the light. Yeah. Getting carried away. So we have the background. This is Venice. We've got a brick wall. Merged with the brick wall. Isn't that funny how, and this is how you can tell the sampling is a lot more complex. As soon as I raise up my hands, it's picking a different range. It's changing the range of colors that it's deciding on what is background, what is not. So if I want to fade out my ghost form, I'm going to hold up my hands. Okay, well, fades out my face anyways. And it's sensing some movement. So see, if I move my head, it's saying, well, it's moving fairly readily. It can't be part of the background. I'm going to stop moving altogether. Notice it's saying, oh, it must be part of the backdrop. Now, okay, and that clears it. It goes back to the studio. That is the one key piece. Oh, let's see, I look dreamy. It's like the old Star Trek filter where they actually smeared a little bit of Vaseline on the camera to make it look all dreamy when Spock, or pardon me, when Kirk met the alien princesses. I'm going to hit remove all effects and see if that clears it. Oh yeah, so that is, I'm curious, it says blur background. So all it's doing is trying to take whatever's back there and blur it. Of course, the edge of me. So it is specifically that old Star Trek filter. So if I tighten it up, it says, yeah, my head is not part of the background. And because it is a curtain, I'm going to hit remove all effects. Yeah, it sharpens it up a little bit. that it concludes the backdrop test that I wanted to do. Just wanted to prove out how the studio works. I'm going to add light source from outside. It's burning it quite a bit, so I think I'm going to have to do purely inside lighting. Be able to hang up other colors aside from the brown. Choose my wardrobe appropriately. And I'll leave it at that as we have a home invasion going on. Thank you.